Hey all you cool cats and kittens. You might be wondering why I'm dressed like this.
Can't convince me that it didn't happen.
And I'm finally editing some footage back from June 2019.
It's not okay when you procrastinate, Megan.
If you hear any weird noises, it is my neighbor cleaning feverishly next door and slamming a lot of stuff around for some reason. Just can't stop. This is actually about my trip to London back in June of 2019, where I was going to celebrate my birthday. I did, however, pick a flight specifically that had a 24-hour layover in Seoul, because I really wanted a chance to see what Korea is like. Anyways, before we get into some of this old footage where I'm looking like a hot mess and recording on an old cell phone and it's a bunch of like bad content, let me just preface that like these are just my opinions and first impressions. Do I want to go back to Korea? Yes, I do. Meet up with some people and go shopping and eat more food and see some of the historical things I didn't get to see. And I'll go into why I didn't get to see them later. Also, let me just talk a little bit about some of my history with learning about Korea and my interest with it. So back in like 2013, I was going to university for nursing school in Chicago, and I was working part-time at a Japanese restaurant. That Japanese restaurant was owned by Koreans, as most are in Chicago, because there is a large immigrant population there. And I became friends with a lot of the Korean staff there, and they started introducing me to their culture, and they introduced me to a lot of K-dramas, which I watched many of. I recommend these ones.
That's right. Come on.
소원을 말해봐 네 맘속에 있는 작은 꿈을 말해봐 네 머리에 있는 이상형을 그려봐 그리고 나를 봐 난 너의 진이야 꿈이야 진이야
트림카를 타고 달려봐 넌 내 옆자리에 앉아 그저 내 이끌림 속에 모두 던져 가슴 벅차 터져버려도 바람결에 날려버려도 지금 이 순간 세상은 너의 것 그래요 난 널 사랑해 언제나 믿어 꿈도 열정도 다 주고 싶어 난 그대 소원을 이뤄주고 싶은 행운의 여신 소원을 말해봐 I'm genie for you boy.
And over the course of like 3 years of knowing them, I learned how to cook Korean and Japanese food, and I was thinking, yes, I would like to go there someday. And this was well before I ever thought or even knew that I would ever move to Japan, and I was even thinking, like, I'd like to visit South Korea someday, because I like the food, I like the fashion, and I like the music, because, like, who can't like this music?
Let me love you
아쉬워 벌써 12시
All I wanna be is 멋진 내 맘대로 걸어 머리하게 무릎 다 힙해 너는 멍청해 나밖에 모르는 사나이
Cause when we jump in it's poppin' we jumpin'
You think you big boy throwing 3 stacks I'ma show you how to ball you a mismatch Opinionated but I'm always spitting straight facts Throw back I'ma throw this on a new
알아서
track
매달려 벼랑 끝에 한마디만 더날 개벌레 해 따뜻한 떨림이 새빨간 설렘이 마치 해변격이지만 네 말은 오랫동안 웅크렸던 게 펴고 일어나 보아
Even if I can't understand a single word, it definitely passes the vibe check in my book. Anyways, I took myself on a plane via economy, because I'm like that. Economy tickets. And I spent most of the time on the first day commuting via bus and not being able to get into my Airbnb, followed by a very cold shower. And so I was looking around, I was actually noticing one. There's definitely a lot of churches. I felt like I was back in Mechanicsville, Virginia. And then also the buildings were not as big as I was expecting. Like, I was expecting more skyscrapers, but actually like the buildings there are quite short, and that was interesting. But on a plus side, you can actually see like hills and mountains in the distance. And then my next observation was when I got off the bus, which was the city was in the heat of summer, and so there's definitely like an odor of like a little bit of sewage, a bit of garbage. I also noticed that there was a lot of like cigarette butts on the ground. When I've been living in Tokyo for 2 years, I'm a bit spoiled because they are very cleanly about cigarette butts. I'm not saying it's a trashless city. I mean, just go to Ginza on like a night before garbage pickup and you'll see so much trash and rats and cockroaches everywhere. Fun fact about me, whenever I travel, I usually make a PowerPoint. I make a PowerPoint because I'm a very visual person and I just don't do spreadsheets. And I make a PowerPoint, it's usually day by day or event by event. And what I do is I put on each slide like how to get there, transportation, research, links. I put a picture usually, and I just put details on there that helps me plan, especially because I'm filming. It's kind of like a production guide of what I need to bring for a camera or what I need to wear for the camera. Stuff like that. And going to Korea was no different, only this was probably like the ugliest and shortest PowerPoint for a trip I've ever made, so don't judge me on that.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
2 hours later, I'm going to finally arrive at the B&B. Having a small Airbnb fiasco. He forgot to send me the floor and the door number, and he sent me the wrong door code, and now the door won't open with the new door code, so I'm kind of locked out of the B&B for now, and I don't really have reception in the hallway, so I have to keep walking to the end of the hallway close to a window and waiting for him to reply me because his door is not working. What do I do? This is a waste of time. I saw the sun set for like 2 seconds through a dirty window. That was nice. Oh, it's hot. I really want to take a shower.
1 eternity later.
In the apartment. More lighting. This little kitchenette in here, which is very cute. A washer and probably a dryer. And then different. Ooh, it's a fridge. That's adorable. And a freezer. And this is probably storage and shoe closets. And this is the view that I will attempt to do a night to day time lapse. Alright, I really want to take a shower, so let's look at the bathroom. Alright, bathroom shoes. And yeah, the bathroom is a shower. It's one of those wet bathrooms. You can just immediately take a shower and everything will get wet. Okay, it wouldn't be a Korean style vlog without me doing some sort of shower scene, because whenever I watch Korean vloggers, especially males that work out, they always show themselves taking a shower from the chest up. I'm gonna have to cut it a little bit more, but I'm going to do my Korean style day in my life, day in my 24-hour vlog.
5 minutes later.
Oh my gosh, does the shower get hot? The shower, I'm taking a very, 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 very cold shower. Oh my goodness, I'm taking a cold shower because despite me putting it on heat, it is not getting hot. Oh my gosh. And me not appreciating how cold this is, I've noticed some other strange details, like a half-used big tube of toothpaste is here. There's like nice, like, you know, shower stuff, like body wash, shampoo, and rinse. I cannot wash my hair in these conditions because it is way too cold. Cannot. Oh. That was painful. I waited probably 5-10 minutes for it to get hot. It would not. I read the manual to this Airbnb and I didn't see anything about how to make the water hot. It just said like how to turn on the gas stove. Okay, I'm gonna get dressed now. So far, not so good. Yeah. The Airbnb owner like kept sending me confusing messages about what the actual door code was, and also on my own fault, I didn't know how to use the keypad. Like, I didn't know you had to shut the door in order for the key to enter. I don't always accomplish everything I want to do when I go on a trip via the PowerPoint, but you know, I usually get most of it done. In this case, I didn't get most of it done. So after the issue of getting in the Airbnb and having a cold shower, I was just like, you know what, I'm not going to go to that hilltop, so I just went out to eat. And I had some Korean barbecue.
If I got $1 for every time you slam the door, I would be the richest girl alive, life. If you hadn't run away
and the kimchi was lovely. The kimchi is better there. Of course it is. It's like the hometown of kimchi. So after dinner, I went to a Tusem Cafe, which is like a chain cafe in Seoul, and it is really big, and you can see a lot of people hanging out there. I really wanted to get some shaved ice, so I went up to the 3rd floor and found a seat, and I enjoyed my shaved ice. And of course I really like dessert because I have a sweet tooth. And then after the dessert, I wanted to go walk around, look around the city, and I wanted to like go film some like busking and street dance performances, but you know, I didn't have energy for that. And I also wanted to go to a club because I like to film about clubs in different countries and just see what they're like, and I like to dance once a year, don't judge me. And I found this club, and I was like standing outside and observing what might happen because there was a group of white girls trying to get in. And I had heard some things on other people's vlogs about how the clubs can be racist or judgmental about looks. So if you're not like skinny or pretty enough, or if you're just not Korean, they might not let you in. And sadly, that's exactly what happened to this group of girls. At first the bouncer was like saying things like, oh, no heels, no entry. And they just pulled out some heels and put them on. And then he still didn't let them in. And funny enough, they let in some like much thinner Korean girl just wearing sneakers into the club not too much longer later. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna even try to go club because even though I was wearing heels, it's just like I don't wanna get rejected. I can't handle rejection right now. I'm too tired. I have my camera. I just don't want to be rejected with this situation. And so I was too shy to go, and then I went into the subway like at midnight. While I was in the subway waiting for like one of the last trains actually, I saw this group of girls. The same group of girls got rejected from the club, and they're just talking like, you know, at least we tried, we had a good night, right? Like we tried to go, but you know, it's fine. We had some good dinner, right? And they're like trying to cheer themselves up. I was like, wow, that's sad. I go back to my Airbnb and I had a little bit of a nap, and then I started my glorious time lapse, which just totally turned out terrible because the window was so dirty. In the morning, I planned to spend like the last 9 hours of my time there to go take some pictures early in the morning around Seoul and some video, and to go like record some like people wearing hanbok around the palace and take a hyperlapse of the palace and do all sorts of things, go work with like this Instagram photographer and take some pictures so I had something for my Instagram. Yeah, just none of that happened. One more thought as I'm getting ready to leave this cute studio apartment. There was that big scandal recently where people were finding spy cameras in their Airbnb. So I did kind of give a look around when I first came in, looking for camera holes, like small little pinholes. And the most obvious camera in here is actually the one for like the security door, like so you can see people's faces. There's a camera there. And it's pointing straight at the bed in the rest of the room. So, you know, I just risked it because I was tired and, you know, I didn't really care that much. So what I did instead is I went to like a local cafe close to the Airbnb, and I discovered that Korean coffee is wonderful. I mean, there's like chain cafes there in Seoul, but there's also so many like small business cafes, and they are just so nice, and the coffee is strong and it's so tasty. And it's not like weak watered down crap that I get in Japan. So I was really happy about that. After my morning coffee, I just looked around and window shopped in the area because I like Korean fashion a lot, and the price is so good, and you can just get like nice dresses for a really good price. I wish I had more time to go shopping, but I had to check out of this terrible Airbnb, and I basically need to take a bus back to the airport and leave. So yeah, that's my super exciting 24 hours in South Korea. Will I go back? Yeah, I want to. I want to go shopping, and I want to have more coffee. And maybe I'll be brave enough to go to a club next time. But I don't know if that's going to be anytime soon. I hope everyone out there is staying safe and staying home and not getting infected. And I'll be putting out more videos, so please subscribe if you haven't. And if you are subscribed, I would love to hear a comment from you. I just want to see what you're thinking. Tell me in the comments. Okay, bye.